give us your thoughts on this one. But we do have the players in the lobby. This is anyone who thinks this is going to be a landslide, I question you, because Harrison's G'd up. He's got Wicked in his team. He has a very solid lineup. I'm looking at the teams in the lobby, and we're going to go into the map bans for this. Johnny, I almost yellowed into the game.
Again.
Yes, again. We're going to go into the map bans for this one. I hope I haven't spoiled anything. Wait, let me put the image up. There we go. I may have spoiled it if anyone's quick enough with a quick eye. We'll bring up the map band. There we go. And we'll bring up Killer on my head. And Toko can talk us.
Haven't seen it.
There we go.
Haven't seen it.
Toko can talk us through what he thinks he wants to see in this map and what he thinks we're going to get from Matrix and 7F in this one.
I'm very excited for this game.
Okay.
I feel like Matrix are going to pull something out of the bag here. I've heard a lot of good things about their new lineup. So
Yep, I like what they're bringing. I've seen the lineup on paper. I think it's very, very strong.
The other thing that I like is the way that Syra himself plays.
Yeah.
I believe that's Harrison, yeah?
Yes, it is. Yes, Harrison.
The way that Harrison plays, he plays incredibly... I wouldn't say it's super intelligent Siege, but it is very much you back your own gun skill, you back the way you play, and you play your version of Siege, and he does that very, very well. I think any other team would be lucky to have him as a player, and Matrix have him as a captain, and I think that's really could be... It could work.
Yeah. Charlton, after the stream, would love to have you in and have a chat with myself, Kilo, and we can even bring Danask in if he wants to pop in, because we'd love to hear from the Slammers boys. This
Clubhouse, Villa, both out. Sorry, I'm just going to cut you off there.
Spitball away.
Both the and Coastline. We're going to be going to a new map tonight. It's going to a new map. Chalet is out as well. Consulate Cafe, Oregon. I think we might see Oregon disappear. There we go, Oregon. We're going to see...
Out of these two maps, what does everybody want to see? Adam, Kilo, Tokyo, what map do you guys want to see play?
Consulate.
I really want to see Consulate.
I would kill for Consulate.
You know what, guys?
Consulate.
I'm going to disappoint the hell out of
God,
all
it got
of
to
you.
the Killer. It got to the final two. It was so close. We would have got Consulate and Coastline the same night, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
I love
First
you,
game and last game bookended. That would have been really nice.
Yes, Matto. Love you. All right. League, I know what you're going, Matto, with it. All right, so let's get into this one. Huge thing. We're going to have Tokyo as a special guest, and we will get some players in after this. We're happy to just have a bit of a free ball, have a chat to the players about the night and what they think about the league and moving forward where we think we want to take this. So we will spitball after this game, but this is about... Sorry, Johnny, sorry to cut off. This is about... Let's not take away from the two teams that are in right now, and let's respect it, the fact that 7F are the top team in the league, and Matrix has struggled this early part of the game. Let's get this on. They've got a great lineup. I cannot wait for this one. Let's take it away and get into this map, and it is going to be Cafe. Defense for the boys on 7F, and let's get this one off and away. Let's go, baby.
Before we do go, guys, I'm going to boot off for the night.
Thank you, Johnny.
For being a part of this.
Love you, mate. Absolutely love you, mate. You're a
Looking
huge
forward
part
to
of
next
it.
week, guys.
Love you, Johnny.
Good luck on the
We'll
final
definitely
game.
raid you next week, mate. Much love.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Johnny.
Later, guys. Have a good night.
Enjoy.
Much love. All right, talk us through, Tokyo. What do you expect to see here, mate?
I actually do not know.
And fade.
This could be very different.
I think we could see a Jackal coming straight out of the box. A pretty standard ban, just overall having a Thatcher ban means that walls are a lot easier to keep up. Jackal's going to be the second one, I do believe.
100%,
It's either going to be
100%.
Jackal or a Monty, but I don't think that Matrix like bringing the Monty as far as I know, but I don't know half of the players on their roster anymore. There's the Jackal.
I think a Cade as well will be banned here.
Yeah, with the Thatcher down, Cade is probably going to be banned as well, leaving the Bandit and Mute for wall denial. And either the Mirror or the Valkyrie, or being console, Ella could get banned once again, as well as the Matrix final ban. But it's all up to them. We could even see a complete wildcard ban come out as well.
Maybe Valkyrie.
Valkyrie is incredibly strong on this map as well, being Cafe.
Yeah,
the outside cam spots, but it is going to be
go.
the console's least favorite operator, Ella.
Another shotgun. The most feared thing in the game.
Yeah, it's not as feared on PC, but
Yeah.
alas, Ella is going to be taken off the board.
It's very scary hearing the pistol at the start of a round shooting drones.
All right, so we got Kamikaze is, I think, a newer player. I only recognize Syra from the Matrix there.
So I can give you some insight, and probably Tokyo can as well. Wicked is a one of the best players on the server. I'll tell you that he's probably a top 10 player. So they've managed to go out and find him. He's a champ, pretty much a perennial champ. He's generally around the champion rank much times. Valentino is a 2-time diamond. Interesting to see him on. He did trial with the enemy early in the season. Didn't quite work out. So good to see him picking up a spot with these guys. I like what I'm seeing. Kamikaze is a very good player. And as is Risky. So I think this is the best iteration of Matrix that I have seen. And that's... In all the weeks, I think this is the strongest they've looked. So if they can hold this team for the rest of the season, anything can happen. You're only going to probably win 2 or 3 games, and you're probably going to get out of the relegation battle. So are we
Let's
seeing
just hope they don't
rebirth?
start to yeet players after every loss.
Yeah, they need
as
to
they
hold a
have
lineup,
been.
and I think this is... There's no doubt, and Tokyo could probably agree with this. You know, I'll let him speak for himself and give his own commentary, but I think this is definitely the strongest iteration of Matrix we've seen so far.
Yeah, that's 100%. Wicked RGN being in the squad provides a huge increase in their team. And I think it's going to really help him, especially if he acts like a leader. So he can really push that team for the
Great
win.
insight.
A bit of a minor problem there, though. There is an elite on that sledge. Not sure.
Wicked
what we're looking
probably
at.
may not have been given the comms about Elite, so we'll let this one slide.
Right.
I'm sure Eddie and the boys won't have too much of a problem with it. If they get beat by the Sledge Elite, I think it's just better. Well, but I do agree with you. Thank you, Gillo, for bringing that to attention. I'll speak to the...
Valentino falling off the roof.
No, not like this. No, this is not the ideal start, lads.
Whiskey Spider-Man down to try and revive Valentino. Going to be on 20 health very early on in this round. And that is
Eddie,
very unfortunate. Exoxy
This is a vintage Eddie play. Yeah, this is a vintage Eddie play. I've seen him do this. He loves to get a pick on this. He plays so aggressive on the hatches.
And there's Valentino falling again.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's happening there.
I don't know.
For the player. Does find the spicy burrito. Gets droned out afterwards. Should have been done the other way around, but alas. Nevertheless,
Lacoste is so
Syra
good.
getting taken out by Lacoste.
Lacoste
That
is
is
a great
a
player.
3v5 very early on there for Matrix. Matrix? That's 7F. The header once again.
Oh, Johnny, if you're around before you leave, need us.
Wicked does find one onto Lacoste after Exoxy finds Risky. And we are down to a 2v4 on the side of 7F. Free fire comes out from... I don't even know how to pronounce the name there, and Doki finding Kamikaze. Panics, thank you very much.
That is Panix, sorry. Panix is on the team too. This is a huge pickup for them. Yeah, we're switching around. We're just giving it, Johnny's on it right now, so just bear with us, chat. Sorry,
There we
create
go.
a little bit of... There we go. Johnny, vintage Johnny doing his great work. I'm not sure what happened with Valentino. I guess we'll find out. Maybe he tried to reset or something. I'm not entirely sure. We'll get some confirmation, but that's interesting is what we'll say.
It was a choice. Not a good choice. It was a choice.
Yeah. So Tokyo, thoughts on the first round? What are you looking at? What pointed out? Any sort of glaring things that pointed out there, or?
Well, I think we're just seeing what 7F do mostly. They're winning their gunfights as usual, and I find that that's their best way of winning.
Yeah.
Definitely a gunning team there.
I'd like to see Matrix pull out something here with the strats, maybe. See what they've got to put them up. Because I feel like they will have better communication than 7F.
Potentially, we may see better communication from Matrix, but I'm not sure as it is a newer roster. 7F being one of those more stable rosters in the comp and doing very well being that stable roster. I want to know your thoughts on being one of the more stable rosters in the comp. Do you think that has helped you guys win a lot of the rounds and a lot of the games that maybe a not as stable roster would have been able to have, even if you had some bigger names?
Well, having a stable roster is very important, I feel, because mix it up, it just goes out the door. All your strats, everything, because no one will know what your set strats are. But I feel like we need to play more as a team during the week, and it not practicing. See.
That's some good insight, yeah. Your 2 wins so far this season have been really solid, bro. I think you guys are playing very well. I think you're a team to watch for the top 4, man. Honestly, you think you guys are good synergy. As you said, you got a stable roster. You can rotate like 5 to 7 players at max. And you guys have played with each other, and you do well. Like, obviously, you ran into one of the best teams on the server today, and one of the favorites for the competition. So I wouldn't hold your head high. You went to 7-4. That could have easily been an overtime game had you guys probably cleaned up a little bit of the mistakes. And when I say mistakes, they're very minimal, yeah? You guys could have like easily won a couple of those rounds. So I think you guys are on the right track, and you got to take that with a grain of salt and onwards and upwards for the rest of the season.
Just want to point out Lacoste finding Syra, then Risky finding Exoxy, Wicked finding Doki, and we're down to a 4v3 on the side of Matrix.
Ooh.
Lacoste being damaged, but the Spying Eye taking out Kamikaze, 3v3
so
now.
good.
Lacoste finding another one on the Wicked, Valentino finding Lacoste, and we're on 2v2. Panics finding Valentino, and we're down just to Risky on just a lick of health against the Spying Eye and Panics.
Spying Eye is so underrated. I don't think he's underrated. I think he's rated.
And that's the Spying Eye living up to his name.
I was lucky enough to, in my alleged diamond run, Kilo, I was lucky enough to play with Spying Eye, Eddie, Slept, and Rella, Rella and Slept aren't part of the team today because they weren't available, so they got Panics and Doki in. Doki did play last week as well, so generally Rella
has played the last
he has.
Weeks.
Agreed. So they do rate Rella and Slept also through the lineup. So Lacoste, Panics has come in for Rella today. But Rella and Slept are generally part of this lineup that Eddie likes to play with when he surrounds himself with this team, because they play around him really well. But I'll tell you right now, Spying Eye, a couple of years ago, Spying Eye was a low platinum player, and I played against him, and I wrongfully accused him of stream sniping. So let's just move on from that. Anyway, he's improved out of sight, and I think Eddie's sort of formed a really strong bond with him, and I think they play off each other really well, and I think he is one of the better players on the server these days, Spying Eye. So playing very well. He's improved heaps. Love to see him improve.
I've him a few times this week in ranked, and he's been destroying.
He's a gunner, bro. His growth has been awesome to watch.
And that's what you get when you surround yourself with those players who are that next level up.
Yeah.
That at that point is incredibly helpful for you as a player. Especially the Spying Eye has been surrounding himself with players like Exoxy, Lacoste. Doki has had some big games as well, and if they all play together regularly, he's going to have jumped up in that skill level to where he's playing at right now, and that is just all down to those other 3 players lifting him up and not putting him down. And that's what we need to see more in the entire game of Siege is players lifting each other up, not putting each other down because they're not as good as you. You lift them up, you then can learn off each other, because a player that might not be as good mechanically might have some weird strategy that just works for your play style. And
Kilo, you know we always come back to vibes equals wins.
oh,
You can have a person that doesn't have the talent of a best player, but if they do their role and play around with the people that can play their roles, a solid 5 that plays with the right roles. Look at FD. And then Slammers are another team. Everybody knows what they're doing on each other's teams, yeah? Conscious of what we heard from Tokyo today, like it was a little bit of a rabble. They were a little bit of toxicity and there was some bickering going on. But when you're playing against some big teams, that's what happens. The pressure's on. You want to perform, and you know what gets said in Siege stays in Siege. It's not generally personal. So I think we can all attest to that. It's the heat of the moment stuff. You want to win. You're in the fight, and that's what you want to see. You want players that will go with you, and that's what 7F have right now.
At the end of the day, it is the vibes equals wins. But also Exoxy taking out Valentino, then getting traded out by Syra. Syra finding a double onto Lacoste. That's two big picks by him. Spying Eye finding Risky. Wicked finding the Spying Eye. Panics finding Syra, and we're down to a 2v1 in favor of Matrix.
We know what Panics is capable of. He's one of the best players ever to play on our servers. So, very good player. Not the beacon of light in terms of positivity within the server, but he is talented. You cannot deny to that.
Does come out, giving away the positioning there. Is going to be pinched if...
Oh, nice. Well
Kamikaze finding Panics.
Well done.
That is first round on the board for Matrix.
Love to see it. What are your thoughts on that round, Tokyo?
That was a very solid round, and they pushed as a team and got those very important picks off right from the get-go.
God, Kilo. Anyone who thought this was going to be a 7-0, look out. Because Wicked's turning up, Syra turned up. They've got a good lineup. This is the best iteration of Matrix we have seen this season, in my opinion.
Syra had the two most impactful kills 100%. There onto Lacoste and Exoxy right out of the gate there. He was taken down by the Spying Eye, but was in a position to be traded. And so he's had the biggest impact on that last round. Not to discount any of the other players on that Matrix roster at the moment, but that round was all... It was one button move by Syra.
100%. I like what I'm seeing here. Matrix they're not shying away from the gunfights. They want to take the gunfights. Syra, Wicked was in there, got a couple of early picks. Syra got a couple of nice picks. And they're like, you know what? We're gonna match your aggression with aggression. First round was a bit of a rabble, not sure what happened with Valentino. But outside of that, they've looked solid. Then they're in it. They're in a fight.
They've had man advantage twice.
This is not...
In those two rounds, they've had the man advantage. Apart from that first round, that was a bit of a rabble. And it has helped them overall. I think that second round was definitely theirs to lose, and they 100%. Unfortunately did.
We spoke about this as well, Tokyo, a little bit with myself and Kilo spoke about this, and we said, if you hypothetically put yourself on Matrix's team right now, right, what are you playing for? You got everything to gain and nothing to lose. You just gotta fight fire with fire. What if you were on Matrix right now? What would you be thinking?
Oh, I would just be wanting to show that they can compete. In this league, they have been off to a really slow start, and I think they can really pick it up from beating this team. And not even if they don't even have to beat them. They just have to show that they can compete.
Spot on.
Because they're not expected to win.
Exactly. Could you imagine if they did somehow manage to boil? This would be the biggest boil over in the history of console, honestly. And that's what I'd be playing for. That's what I would use as motivation. Hey, if we take these guys to 7-4, 7-5, 7-3, even, you know what? We got wiped 7-1 the last couple of weeks against lesser teams. We take one of the best teams in this competition to a 7-5.
Zoxy finding the shot on the Syra. Just sorry to cut you off there, Adam. But
let it lie.
That is... But leaving Exoxy on just a tiny little bit of health. He's on 2 HP and a dream right there.
In fairness,
Drone does get taken out.
Anyone who watches Eddie plays knows that he loves to peek loves this map, and he absolutely loves to take gunfights on Hatch. He is so aggressive. I've seen this. I've played with him a fair bit now, and I understand the way he plays. And if you watch and you observe the best players, you'll understand how they play. And he loves this angle, and he's probably going to get another pick here. But he is so aggressive. He backs his skill.
Up. He does. Doki taking out Kamikaze, and that's the Nomad off the board. I don't know how many air jabs actually went down. But
Doki again.
Valentino being taken out also by Doki there. Wicked has opened up one of the main breaches that need to be opened. Does take some fire and manages to find a shot onto Exoxy, who was that one tap away.
Wicked, that was nasty.
Wicked and Risky left to clutch it up for not 7F, for the Matrix. Wicked finding a second one onto Doki. Those are the two players that have kills. Dying Eye taken out by Wicked. He's on a triple. He's going big.
This man is goated. He's showing his skill right now.
He's really showing what he can do and how he's lifting Matrix.
2v2 now. It is winnable still for Matrix. Free fires do come out through the door from Lacoste, I believe that was. C4 does go out as well. Doesn't manage to hit. Risky going through a Capcat trap.
Come on, Risky. Get it. Get the kill. Help him out. Support him, bro. Support him.
Risky needs to move through and get into a position where he can create a crossfire onto the two players from 7F.
My God, Lacoste.
That's Risky going down by Lacoste. Lacoste, big pick there. Shots coming out again. Lacoste going prone on the angle. Panics, finding Wicked. And that is another round to 7F.
Wicked.
3-1.
Oh my word. Wicked. That was special. Thoughts on that one, Tokyo? This man is willing his team. He's like, come with me, boys. We can do this.
That was insane. He got those very important picks, but they just missed off Lacoste in that wallbang.
God, that was a filthy wallbang by Lacoste, honestly. Lacoste is a very, very special player too, I have to admit. Not too familiar with the man, but
He's very good.
Yeah, I've been watching him closely I know he surrounds himself with some of the best players on the server, and I'll tell you what, Lacoste is definitely one of them. Got a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, he's a very good player. Does not lose many gunfights.
Absolutely.
You can see the confidence that Lacoste always brings into every gunfight he takes, and if he's not confident in the gunfight, he doesn't take the gunfight. He doesn't swing, he doesn't peek, he just falls off and gets confident before he takes that gunfight. That's where you know you've got a player that really knows how to take the gunfights and when to take the gunfights. It's not necessarily the smart strat outmaneuvering style of Siege, but it's definitely a different style of Siege than what we have seen from the likes of FD, from GSE, from Enemy. They're the more, I guess, tactical style. The more gunning style is what Lacoste loves to play, and he does it incredibly well.
Exactly right. I feel like that whole 7F team provide a very good gunning style.
Yeah, and what would you say Slammer's association is? More of the gunning style or more of the...
I feel like we're
tactical?
more of a team. More of a tactical team.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we have the capability to really outgun teams like 7F. And we just have to use strats and our chemistry to really take them on.
Great insight, mate. Look, I think from my Killer, myself, and Wolfie, and everyone who watch you guys play, I think we see that. I think you've got some really good synergy. You guys are so close to FD. Like you guys and FD are very similar teams in my opinion. They got over the line today. You guys unfortunately didn't even. Sorry,
Taking out Syra there with a nasty headshot on the angle from bottom brown stairs. There's been a couple of trades that we missed. Syra being taken out early on by, I think it was Lacoste, but he was traded out, or Exoxy. Someone found him. And Spying Eye is going to take out Valentino and Kamikaze for a nice little double there, and Exoxy to finish off the round. Go back to what you were saying though.
You have to let's go back to that round. I just got distracted for a second. You have to appreciate these guys, and I think Tokyo sort of highlighted it. They don't lose gunfights. Spying Eye, Lacoste, Exoxy, Panics, Doggy, they don't lose gunfights. It's terror. It's terrifying, and it's, you know what it is? It's the allure and the mystique of the names that before you even get into the lobby, you're already questioning whether you're going to win the game or not. Even before the mental, you talk a lot about the mental. You're thinking, how do we beat these guys? How can we beat them when they're so good with the gun skill? And, you know, we talk about Slammers being a strategic team, FD being a strategic team, GSC being a strategic team. These guys don't give a shit about strats. You know what their mantra is? All frags, no strats. That's pretty fucking simple. They don't give a fuck, bro. And I'm so sorry, I shouldn't swear on our broadcast, but they are just all in and they back their skill and they're just good. They're good enough to honor it. So
yeah,
it's a pleasure to watch. You have to appreciate how good they are.
There's a little bit of the strategic teams will respect that gunfight and not want to take those unfavorable gunfights. They'll play a little bit more passive.
Yeah.
They'll play the smarts. I think the problem with Matrix at the moment is they're not respecting the gun skill of 7F quite as much as they really should be. They respect it up to a point, and then that point is, oh, I'll just swing it anyway and let's see what happens. Sometimes it works out. Syra did get an early kill onto, I believe it was Doki last round, or Panics, but I don't think it is going to be
some really aggressive peaks here.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive spawn peaks there.
You love to see it. Oh my, Syra gets it on Lacoste. I wish I was on him. I just clicked off him.
Syra finding Lacoste, and that's a big pick early on for Matrix. I think the two players that can back their own gun skill against 7F would be Syra and Wicked right now.
100%.
They're playing incredibly well.
I think, like, Risky, Valentino, and Kamikaze can all hold their own, right? What I think you're seeing here... Oh, well done, Wicked. That's huge on Exoxy. That's a huge pick. Yep. I think
on the drone too.
I think what you're seeing here is they're doubting themselves, and we talk about nostalgia and mystique. Oh no. Let's see if Force plays. If he drops out, she's dead. It's been spotted out, thank God. Well played. They got it. I think they got rid of it. You just back yourself in. Like, have a crack. Take the gunfights.
Taking a lot of damage. I believe that was a gunfight with Doki, who can stim himself back up. Valentino, unfortunately, cannot for Matrix. But two kills do go out, and Exoxy and Lacoste both fall. Or Exoxy falls. Panics finds a kill onto Wicked, but takes a lot of damage in the process. Valentino also one shot away from death. Has got Diffuser though, and has got plenty of utility keeping him safe.
Makes it low though.
Very low. Maybe the doc can rotate down and give him a bit of a hand.
Like it.
Grenade does burn the ADS. The second one may be coming out, but a drop from the Spying Eye against Syra. Free fire coming out.
They are low though. If they can just get a couple of picks here, but Valentino's... Oh no. Oh!
Valentino gets taken out by the Spying Eye. Another good double. Triple makes that for the Spying Eye. Kamikaze being taken out.
This guy is nuts, honestly.
A fantastic shot. Now he's just looking for the last player, and Risky does get droned out, so Risky's going to know exactly where he's coming from. Pre-fire's coming out, giving the position away and giving away the knowledge that he knows where he is. Risky takes a lot of damage from Panics and Doki, but not managing to land a kill.
I'm not gonna lie, they did not play that poorly, Tokyo. Your thoughts on that? Like,
that's another round we've seen where the gunfights have truly paid off.
Yep.
A Spying Eye with big picks there. It's just
it's
very hard to beat these guys.
Yeah, they had the advantage. They literally was set up so well, and we see it time and time again, Kilo. We see these teams get in position. They'll get they'll get the entry frag. They'll get the secondary frag. And it'll be like a 4-on-3 or a 5-on-3, and then the gunplay comes into it. You'll have like a Spying Eye or an Exoxy, or a Panics or a Lacoste or a Doki, and they'll just hit the shots. Spying Eye hit two of the filthiest shots you will see on this game in that round, and it completely changed the complexion of it. completely
It was a little
changed
bit.
Yeah.
It was a little bit there of just a bit of lackluster droning from Matrix there. They could have been able to spot those players and had to call out that, yeah, he's swinging pillars. Don't be inside of pillars. He's in pillars. He's going to swing you on the doorway and hold the angle for him to swing.
Yeah.
Because that kill really should have been, I think it was Valentino that was playing that, or Kamikaze, sorry, should have been able to take that refrag onto the spying eye there.
They're not playing that badly. It sounds stupid.
It's the 1%ers, once again.
It is. And Tokyo spoke a little, and he'll probably elaborate a little bit on it. We'll hand it over to him. But it's just the gunfights are everything. They're doing a lot right, Matrix. They're not playing dumb. They're not just throwing their lives away. They're not just doing dumb things and like just playing poorly. They're actually playing quite well, and they're getting positions to win rounds. But you know what's happening? The gunfights.
It's a gunner team against a gunner team, and it's just going to come back to who has the better gun skill.
There's a rush here.
Ooh,
this is a rush. This is
missed
a rush.
the Gon 6 shot from the Yana.
Oh, they've got a guy
slowed down the rush a bit.
This is huge.
One on white. Lacoste gets picked off by Risky, and then Risky will fall straight back.
Eddie.
Not wanting to deal with the consequences of Exoxy pre-firing the top of the white stairs. They're going to have to clear out Wicked right now, or Risky.
If he hits this on install. Eddie hits that
Wicked
shot
finding the spying eye from that closet place. C4 goes out, doesn't do any damage, but Exoxy does find Wicked, takes a bit of damage for his health, but manages to die too.
Huge. The Buck's still up, and they have the hard breach, so they have the right operators and the right people on the right roles to be able to clutch this round.
It's the same for 7F here. They could go to match point. Both of these teams still in a position to win at 3v3, full health all around. One C4 still in the back pocket on Syra on the mute. Looking for those players here. C4 goes out, doesn't do any damage, but that is a C4 used. Vertical play coming out from Exoxy.
The vertical play on this site is very effective.
Yeah.
And can make a huge difference on this.
100%.
Absolutely. The Exoxy doesn't even realize that he's got 2 breach charges and he can use them. Doki gets lit up quite a bit.
Eddie knows one way and one way early. Yellow, it's one gun. And utility's an afterthought.
But that would be what propels 7F to the next level. They're at the top, but they could be even further ahead if they were to do that. But swings it, backing his own skill, and that is Kamikaze off. Styra being taken out by Panics as well. We got a 3v1 to go to match point, but at the same time, Panics gets downed. Don't know what that was from, but Valentino pre-firing through the wall, giving away his position. All 3 players in the freezer area.
He hit the gate.
Second down, Panics. And I believe Doki has diffuser. He's going to go for the plant.
Come on, Valentino.
Don't know if they have the player downed, but he's going to act as a source of intel. Plant does go down. Doki finds the player of Valentino.
They don't miss. Unlucky by Valentino. He had 2 down. So unlucky. I think one ran through a gate. Yeah, he ran through the sewer gate and got down. Yeah.
That was well done by 7F to regroup there and push as a team. Matrix couldn't really compete there, especially with those gunfights.
They just didn't quite.
Look, I don't think this is a disgraceful result. Honestly, it sounds stupid because it's 6-1. You go, oh my god, what is this guy even talking about? He doesn't know what he's doing, but they're playing actually fairly well. As silly as it sounds, Wicked's having a monster game. And Sarah's having a game. Risky, like even Valentino, he doesn't get any credit there. 2 people were downed. If it wasn't 3 of the best gunners on the server, he probably wins that. Oh, okay, Doki's left. We'll give a quickie, cheeky little pause. Try and get Doki back in the game. We might not be able to.
No, unfortunately, that's a
No, I can't pause it yet. I can't. It's unfortunate. This round's gonna have to be played out. I did get
Either played out or if they ask for a rehost, we give them a rehost. Go the 1-6. And if they ask for it, if they don't ask for it, because I think each team should have one rehost, I believe. I'm not sure what rules we're playing with, but normal Pro League, if they ask for a rehost, they'll have the one rehost.
Yeah, Wicket's have a great game, Pig. He's had a great game. He's a great player. Everyone knows how good Wicket is on the server. You played really well today, Pig. Nice to have you in the league. Good to see your name around.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the season so far, Tokyo? Give us some insight, bro.
Oh, well, I feel like every team is just showing that they can compete, and this league is really putting everyone closer together. The community, everyone is just coming together.
100%.
And it's providing like just a better way of playing the game, and it's just showing true competitiveness. And I don't know what else to say. It's great.
It's cool. It's great to see that. I agree. I think we're as a community we're Wicked, good shit.
Wicked finding the spying eye off the spawn seat there. Is going to be droned out. Lacoste sending it through, looking for an absolute upset here. Lacoste won the 5v3 on the Amaru.
On the sand here.
The send coming out.
Kamikaze.
Gets taken out by Kamikaze on the pixel.
Great shot.
Fantastic shot there. Syra looking for the player on the cocktail window there. Laying down in bakery. Pre-fire does come out. Not managing to hit anything, but risky. Looking for that player in new hatch drop.
Panics is in the side. Oh my word.
Panics on site.
Nice.
Not managing to find one. That's risky. Taking out Panics.
Oh, Eddie. Damn, Kamikaze hit a beautiful shot on that.
This could be a flawless. C4 goes out. Does not manage to hit Exoxy, but Exoxy is still in the game.
Where's Eddie? No,
It's a very important pick by Kamikaze.
100%. Dude, honestly, that could have ended completely opposite way. But like, nice risky.
Flick comes out, but risky, knowing where he is.
Good to see. Good to see.
Finishes the game.
No. We keep going. We continue.
Oh, yes. Finishes the round is what I meant to say.
I was like,
Not the
what?
game.
What did I miss?
Not the game. No, Matrix
We will
is
pause. We
now
will go into a
6-2.
pause so we can try and get Doki back. So just spitball away. Tokyo, give us some thoughts on on how you
I'm
feeling.
going to quickly go grab myself a drink.
Yeah, Tokyo,
So-
I will be back. I just need a quick toilet break, so we'll wait for Doki.
Ah,
Tokyo, you can. This is your an opportunity. Tell us
time.
Tell us about us. This is your chance to shine, bro.
I'll stick around and chat with
Alright,
Tokyo
okay, I'll be
just
2
for a bit
seconds and
until
I'll
you
come
get
back,
back at him, and then I'll tag team out. I'm getting from Wolfie that Doki's power is completely out.
Oh,
So that could be really unfortunate for 7F. So they're gonna have to play the 4v5.
Yeah.
Oh, that is unfortunate, but 7F still have this. Tokyo, take it away, mate.
I feel 7F still have a huge chance in this. Even with 4 players, they're winning their gunfights like it's nothing. So I don't know, like what Matrix need to do. They just need to play numbers, sit on site, and really just play as a team because they're not winning their gunfights at all.
They're not winning their gunfights, but at the same time, they could win their trades out, and I think
exactly
that's
right.
the case of what needs to do.
That's exactly right.
Maculo,
They
sorry.
need to play together.
All right, let's.
All right, I'm going to tag out and
All right.
leave it up to
So
you, Adam.
look. So what's? I'm getting some commentary around Doki's power being out.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to continue. Yeah, I'm not sure how we resolve this. This is obviously an anomaly. Yeah, I think we just soldier on. Yeah, I think we soldier on. I don't know. Nah, he rage quit. Rehost. We'll go another round, and then we'll see what happens from this point of view. Yeah, what would you like to do for a rehost? It's not going to change the outcome. So, he doesn't come back into the game. He doesn't come back into the game. Exactly. A rehost is completely irrelevant. He doesn't come back into the game, so... Yeah. You can't just go and sub a player in mid-round. That's not how it works, Skalachi. No, you can't just bring a person in randomly in the middle of a game. It just doesn't work like that. Skalachi, yeah. You just hope that he can come back. It's the internet, bro. That's the internet for you, bro. It's an online tournament. There's not much you can do about freak occurrences, so you got to push through. I believe it's no different to. It is different to ranked, obviously, but if a player drops out in ranked, then there's not much you can do. Exactly right. Exactly right, Onyx. But anyway, we go on. Thoughts so far on the match, Shoko?
I think, well, it's been said a lot. They're gunfights, so just winning them the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much else they really need to do because they are just that much better with their gun skill.
Like you see it here. Like, wall's been blown. I like the back push. This is a really aggressive position from Risky. I don't know if they know he's there. I think he's going to get a huge pick here. No, he shotguns. No, but he doesn't. The Spying Eye takes him out.
Spying Eye.
Huge risk. Huge Tokyo.
Yeah, Spying Eye's been
Yeah.
really...
Monster game. Paddy's taken down by Kamikaze.
He's been very consistent with those frags and he's putting his team into a very good position every round.
100%. Sara taking a really aggressive peek here. I don't know if they've droned him out, but Valentino and Sara in very good positions here. And he does take him out, Exoxy, showing that he is the best player. Petty takes Sara. Oh my word! Exoxy for a third. No, he gets taken out by Valentino. 2v2. Oh my god, Wicked on the flank here. Kills.
Well done,
Spying Eye, huge. Second by Wicked. Wowee.
That was huge flank there. That's again, Wicked putting Matrix on his back.
Oh my word, Wicked is having a huge game, Tokyo. Huge game.
That's like we said at the start, he can really show that he is one of the best players on this server.
I'm just gonna pause. I will send Eddie a message. I need to just clarify with Eddie.
All right, I'm back.
They did wanna.
All right, Adam, what's up,
Yeah,
my man?
I'm just messaging Exoxy. I just want this game to be as integral as
If his power's out, there have been some calls behind the scenes that with a 4v5 you have to forfeit. Just wanting to clear it up. You can't start the game
Yeah.
without 5, but if you're in the game and one player drops out for whatever reason, power's out or anything, you have to either finish with the same roster you started with, or you have to finish with as many of that roster as you can. You can play 4v5, you can play 3v5, but you need to finish it with that same roster. There's no real protest that you can really do. It's just one of those unfortunate things of games. It's just you play it out and that's the way it goes. If it was something that could be fixed with a rehost, it would be able to rehost. If you could fix it without the rehost, yeah, you've just got to play it out with that 4v5. If it's not going to be,
I don't think he's coming back. So I think the only outcome here, in terms of integrity, I think we just play through. There's no way you could bring a rehost and bring another person in. I think that's far worse.
You can't bring in anyone else who didn't start the match.
Yeah,
That's how it is in the higher levels of
Agreed.
at least PC Siege, and that's generally what is played. If you can't complete the match with 5, you play it out with 4.
Yeah, I have to agree with this. No, I don't think we do that, Zari. I think you just play it out, and if Matrix are good enough, they'll win the game. And,
It's unfortunate or potentially unfortunate for 7F, but
that's what you get with an online tournament. It's nothing that can be done. It's nobody's fault. It's not 7F's fault. It's certainly not Matrix's fault. It's not Doki's fault. These things happen in online games. I think, as Kilo said, most times it'll just probably end in a forfeit. But the boys are happy to play it out. I'm speaking to Eddie.
It doesn't end in a forfeit. It ends in you play it out. If it's at the start of the match and the match hasn't started, then it ends in a forfeit.
Okay, well there we go. Yeah.
You haven't managed to fill a roster and be able to play the game. But because they were there for the first 9 rounds...
Well, there you go. Yep. You're getting some clarification in chat, and I think it's fair. It didn't matter if it was 7F versus Rands or 7F versus FD, it's the same outcome. So
Lacoste being taken out very early from Risky on the spawn peak.
That's well done.
Let's see 7F's let's see 7F's fucking mentality here. Let's see how strong they are. They got the skill.
Matrix.
Let's see if they can back it up with the
This
talent.
is really one of the first real tests, and it's coming from their own player having unfortunately disconnected. But I think it'll be good for for them to be able to test their skill and test their ability. I think Doki being, look, all of their players are big, and any player disconnecting in that way will affect them and affect how they play. You just got to do the best with what you got. They're on the tertiary site now. It is a 3v5 early on in the game. There is 1 minute down. We have 2 minutes left in the round.
Exactly, Zara. It's an entertaining match. It's given some spice, some life. It could be the match of the round right now.
This could be.
Oh my.
The Spying Eye has left as well. 4v2, Exoxy.
We will need to have some serious look at this. What's going on here? Oh.
Yeah. Annex being lit up, but does find Risky through the wall. Wicked does find Exoxy. Annex to clutch it out against Syra, Valentino, and Wicked. Could do it with the gun.
Don't let it pass this man. He can probably do it.
And that would be the end of the game, all on Panix's shoulder. But he has got 3 lives, as it were. But
well done by Wicked.
Wicked. With all of that, are we going to pause the timer and check?
Yeah, we will pause. We'll just see what's going on with
what's happening with Spying Eye.
Yeah, we need to get Spying Eye back in the game as a minimum.
Unfortunate for 7F.
Yeah, I'm pausing it. Yeah, Spying just give us some insight. So thank you. We're pausing. We're good. We will go back to maybe the main cam. I can see what's going on, so we'll go back to casting. We do have a pause here. So hi, Kilo. Hi. How you doing, baby? He's so beautiful. You're good looking, man. Hopefully we can sort this out. Oh yeah, cool. So Eddie said game kicked Spying Eye as well. So we can we'll just wait on. Yeah, it's cool, Spying Eye. We got you, bro. We will not start this round, and if it has to come to a rehost, we will use a rehost at 4-6.
Yeah, and look, both teams have one rehost that they can use, and it's not to be used as like a timeout or to change momentum. You got to have someone legitimately need that rehost because you've only got one, and if you use that one, unless it's Adam stuffing up and doing something that he shouldn't be in the game,
highly likely,
then you have a technical rehost, and that's where Adam calls, "Yep, that's my bad. I'll rehost it."
Yeah. Correct.
But if it's one of the teams that have a player drop and they need that rehost, if you have another player drop later in the round, you can't then request a second rehost.
Doki's back. This is huge. Okay, I've just seen Doki back. Ooh. Massive. I think we've just seen Doki's back. So this. I feel good. My heart's warm. Doki's back. This is massive, and we're just waiting for Spying Eye, and we're back to a fair game. No, Doki's back. We're good. And Spying Eye's back. Okay, chat.
So
we
first
good?
If we're gonna have the first rehost, we can call this as a rehost for with the time used, I guess.
I don't think we need to. We've got all the players in the lobby, I believe.
With the time used though, the players having probably chatted about any strats or whatever it was, we'll put this down as, just in terms of integrity and fairness, we'll put this down as a 7F rehost. So if they have someone else drop, they can't rehost it again.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Matrix, if they have someone drop, can still rehost.
Yeah,
but
fair enough. Yeah,
they've also only got the one.
Okay, cool. I'm glad Doki's back. I think this is huge for the integrity of the league, and great to see Doki back.
Yeah.
Great to see Spying Eye back. We're back to fair games. We did have 2 rounds, unfortunately, for 7F that were played 4v5. Look, Matrix, give credit to Matrix, because they're being disrupted as well. They're being disrupted as well, and they're focused and they're winning rounds. So
this is a lot closer than I think on paper leading up to it.
Look what Wicked's been at. Wicked is going absolutely off. Yeah,
and
this man is
risky as well with some really big, impactful kills.
100%.
He's done well. Syra on that mirror, being an anchor, being what seems to be a voice of reason, and someone keeping the rest of the team grounded throughout this entire match.
Yep. I think you have to give Matrix some credit here. They've struggled, but they have been on today and they are having a go. And I'm proud of them. Genuinely proud.
Yeah, they're the battlers here, and they are
genuinely
battling
proud
through
of the way
it.
they're going. They've picked up Wicked, he's put him on the back and said, "Boys, follow me. Follow me. I'm all in on this one." And he's given his everything, and loving it. Love seeing it. Risky.
Next game, we should see Matrix pick up even more. They've brought it to 7F.
Love to see Wicked. Yeah, love to see Wicked in the league. It's great to see his name. Another OG. We've seen Nuki back today. We saw Real Pig. We saw Zari. We've had some of the OGs coming back. Next is Wolfie. We'll kick him from the cast because the killer's been trying to kick him from the cast for weeks.
Hey.
Oh, Kamikaze's down!
Kamikaze is down, and I think that was on the counter spawn peak, potentially by Exoxy or potentially by Lacoste.
Yep. Maybe Hatch. No. Oh, he's been dock killed. Beautifully played. Beautifully played.
Very well played by Risky. Once again, a lot more impactful than some of his...
Look, Matrix are taking advantage of it. They're playing well.
Yeah, Mirror has been popped from the window there. C4 does come out, does not quite manage to kill Panics, but Panics does kill Risky off that trade. Got 2 of the 7F players in on Piano or Christmas now. Valentino taking a lot of damage there, and does go down by Lacoste on the buck.
Oh no.
Spying Eye taking out Wicked.
They're angry.
They're pushing, flooding into side here. C4 going out. Kamikaze does find one onto Doki. Exoxy finding one onto Syra. And it's down to Kamikaze versus 3 of the 7F boys. 1 is down on Lacoste. Doesn't manage to find the kill. Spying Eye finishing it off.
Great game. Good game of Siege.
And that is a fantastic game of Siege.
Good game of Siege. Credit to both teams for dealing with what was going on. Yeah, great game of Siege. Considering there was some adversity in that game, credit to the players and the viewers for sticking around and watching that. Credit to the players, I think, above all.
That was very well played by 7F.
Yeah, give credit to the players there, because there was a fair bit of disruption for them, and it's not easy to Yeah, it's all right, Valentino. You played well. I think it was a good game of Siege. Credit to everyone for just sticking through that one. We do have our lovely man Tokyo, who we're so excited